Firstly, Sheldon, congratulations on the win. What do you think the difference was on the ice for your team in today's game and yesterday's?
Well, I thought obviously we got a power play goal to get us started early on, and then I thought at even strength we just played better. We broke the puck out a lot better, so as a result spent much less time in our end, a lot less pressure on our defense as a result. A lot of special teams in the game. We're not happy to give up the penalty kill goal that we did, but we obviously scored a shorthanded goal. We scored a 4-on-4. So a lot of those good situations, we found a way to come up on top, and then we just had a good third period. You know, obviously pucks went in, and we didn't give up a whole lot. And when we did, Sparksy was outstanding.
A successful weekend for the Marlies, collecting 5 points out of the possible 6. What do you think really worked overall the course of the weekend? How's that momentum going to carry over to Utica? How are you guys going to utilize that?
Well, we hope that the momentum can, and the feeling of winning that can. Now, there's still things we've got to do a lot better. We're outplayed at stretches, against both Utica and Albany at even strength in particular. So we've got to continue to get better there. Hopefully, we can get a breather on defense and all those kind of things, and we can make some tweaks and just recognize that it's hard when you're playing against these teams, and we've got to make some adjustments with both in our approach from tactically and also in terms of our competitiveness. You got to find another level there.
Sparks stopping 31 of 33 shots. What can you say for his play today?
I thought he was excellent. He made a number of real big saves early on in the first period. It was a pretty even period, I thought, but they were just getting at our net a whole lot. A lot of our offensive time was spent on the perimeter. They're getting on the inside. He made a number of big saves, and even all the way through the second and third. He was real strong for us. Certainly was the backbone of our team. Goaltending was a difference. I thought ours was real good, and we got some by theirs that a lot of nights maybe don't go in. But 3 games in 3 days, funny things happen, and we're fortunate we had a good performance from our goaltender, and that our guys played well in front of him.
Travis Dermott to help to elevate that power play?
He's been good. Obviously both he and Nielsen spend time there for us. Frank Corrado's had some spot duty since joining us there as well. But Derms moves puck real well. He makes good decisions. He's got a good little wrist shot from the top that finds its way to the net. When you have those intangibles, it really helps the power play. A big part of it too is how he breaks the puck out for us. We get into the zone well, spend a lot of time there, and that's a big part of the power play, is just actually getting the time in the offensive end, and he's real good at that.
Dermott told us today he thought a big difference in the third period was the team was playing as a team versus individuals yesterday in the third period. Is that what you saw?
Well, I don't know if I would call it necessarily individuals. A lot of times when you say it's individuals, we have some guys that turn some pucks over. Guys are playing with good intentions and trying to make things happen. But you got to make some adjustments within the game with what's happening in the game when things are tight and we're in control of the game on the scoreboard, but not necessarily in the play. So you got to make some adjustments and spend some time in the offensive zone. I played a little more purpose today, but that's all about us growing as a team. We've been winning a lot lately, and it certainly is a better feeling. But before that, we lost a lot. We're chasing a lot of games. We're playing from behind a lot of times. We're pushing. And now we've been able to get leads and play in front, and it's a different feeling. You got to play a little bit of a different game when you're in control like that. So that's just us, I think, growing as a group. So it was nice to see us respond the way that we did on a day it's a hard game to play. This is, granted the other team's in 3-3 as well, but these are not easy games to be up for mentally. So as soon as you get a little bit of an edge, you could not blame the guys for maybe taking the foot off the gas or changing the game a little bit and having the execution be off. But I thought we handled that pretty well today.
Couple goals for Justin Hall. Where have you seen the biggest progressions in his game?
Well, I'm not sure if I'd call it progressions, because I think that he's just playing at a level that he had last year as well. He's playing with a lot of confidence, skating the puck real well. He has had a ton of scoring chances here, especially in the last month. And I just haven't been going in for him. I know he's been a little frustrated with it and working at it and things like that. But it's nice to see things opening up for him a little bit and the luck start to go his way and finding the way in the net. 2 real big goals for us. But he's been a pretty constant or consistent player for us in terms of what he does. So he skates real well, and that helps us both offensively and defensively.
Is there something specific you say to a player when he's in a frustrating stretch like that where he's not scoring on his chances?
No, just stay with it. Try to make some adjustments, and try to. A lot of times with defensemen, in particular, guys who skate really well, they get themselves into good spots, and they're not very comfortable when they get close to the net. It's just through the fact that they're not in that spot a whole lot growing up, and And pro hockey especially, you don't really know what to do when you get over the offensive blue line. So he's had a lot of reps because he puts himself in that spot a lot, and it's just happening, and it's funny, and you get a little confidence, and you start expecting it to go in. It starts to snowball a little bit. So we hope it continues, but we like a lot of things he does away from the puck and uses his speed defensively that really help us as well.
You had a high sticking penalty from Corrado, double minor. Then there was one from Janssen right off a face-off. Was those just a little bit of sloppiness on the plays, or were they just mishaps?
Well, I think it's sloppiness. And when you're playing the third game in 3 days, funny things happen. But these are the kind of stick penalties and carelessness. We had one yesterday in the third period that have been an issue for us, frankly. Just being careless with our sticks. We take a lot of penalties as a team. We're not a physical team by any means. A lot of them are stick penalties and things like that. That's an area that we've talked about. We're trying to address. We need to clean up out of our game because we certainly do take way too many penalties as a group, and those kind of careless ones are killers and make it hard on everybody. Fortunately, our penalty kill has played much better here the last few weeks, but we got to clean those penalties up for sure.